Hello there, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is officially the starting of 2024 season, so I wanted to welcome everyone back. So we are going to be doing 7 things that you can do right now in your outdoor space that will set you up for success for spring. The first one is we're going to be cleaning our barbecue area. So I love to do this several times per year, but I do like to get out early spring and just give it a nice refresh. And it doesn't have to be hard at all. I usually use just a broom, a little dish soap, and I just go in with a little, mussel and just clean it down, and then I spray it off. And after it's finished, it looks absolutely amazing. So the next thing is to start thinking about building or buying some type of pergola or covered structure if you don't already have one in your outdoor space. And if you do have one, just, check it to make sure, that it's in top condition. And if any repairs are needed, make sure you try and tackle them now before it starts to get too warm outside. So last year we actually built a pergola. We started from scratch. We contacted a company in Canada called Toja Grids, and we purchased the brackets, and we bought the 4x4 posts locally, and we constructed the pergola. Now, all of these videos, all of these tips that I'm showing you, I'm going to link the actual videos in the description so you can check out step by step. We shared how we built, how we planned, and how we enjoyed this pergola over the past season. So I'll link those videos in the description. It's going to be a playlist, so you can check them out if you haven't watched them already, or if you're looking to conquer a project like this. It's always good to go back and rewatch a video. And the entire pergola build only was one weekend. We did have one failed attempt, but once we figured out the planing that we needed to do on the 4x4s, it literally took us 2 days to just be able to do it. The first day we worked, alone, just Marino, Alex, and myself. And then the next day, my brother-in-law and nephew came over to help us set it into place. Now, the next tip is to pressure wash. So I pressure washed my fences, my patio pavers, and also my siding. And I love to do this early in the season because there's so much grime and algae that collects. So it's really nice to just have everything nice and gleaming. Now, one tip that I do is when I'm doing the fencing, I like to put down a tarp over any type of soil or plants so that when I'm spraying the pressure washer, I'm not getting splash up from the dirt that's below it. So if you're not already doing that, make sure that you try to use some type of covering. It will save you so much time in the debris splashing back up onto your freshly pressure washed items. So the next thing that I like to do is to either collect already acquired pots or planters or purchase new ones. And I like to do this because I want to make sure when it comes time for planting that I have all of the pots and planters that I need and not have to run out and purchase new ones. So it takes a little before planting, but it definitely is worth it. So when it comes time to plant, and in this case, you really can start planting your summer blooms as long as they are cold tolerant. So I love to just fill up my pots, and these are the 3 that I showed you in the last tip. I'm going to have them linked in my Amazon store and in the description. These were the best find that I was able to purchase last year, and I absolutely love them. They're large. They are absolutely beautiful. They come in an array of colors. So I'm going to link it in my Amazon store. Check it out. I know a lot of you purchased it last year, so I'm sure it will be a hot item this year as well. So I always like to use plant tone whenever I'm starting to plant either bulbs or small plants. And we are going to be planting some peony and some sedum, and I'm just spreading them out between these 3 planters, and they looked absolutely amazing last year. So they're still in the pots, and they're going to come back this year because they are perennials. And then later in the season we also add in some annuals for some spring color. Now, one other thing that I like to tackle early in the season is cleaning my beds. Now, these are side beds or flower beds. You can be planting in them or have a little seating area in this case. But I like to clean up everything that has fallen over the winter season, and any plants that have died off, I like to just pull them out. And then also this time of year, it is wonderful to just do your weeding because the ground is very soft and it is just so easy to just tackle all of those weeds. So I definitely would suggest doing that early in the season. And while I was at it, I also just went in and freshened up the edging. I love to have a nice crisp edging to start off the season because I don't use any type of barrier. I like to have a living edge. It's where your bed and your grass meet without any barrier. So you'll watch me do that. I do it with a straight edge, and it's really easy to be able to accomplish. So leave me a comment down below which of these tips you will start on and what is the weather like in your area. We're forecasted to be in the 60s this next week, so I'm super excited to be able to get out and do more of these projects. The next thing that I like to do is I like to wash my furniture. So whether it is like my side chairs, and in this case my Adirondack loungers, or if it's the sectional that I have on the patio or my tables, I like to just get everything out and give it a nice scrubbing. And in this case I like to use a stiff brush with a little soapy water and just really get off all of the debris. Now these chairs sit underneath the large pine trees on my property, so it gets a little sap. So I'm using the stiff brush, and I'm also using a scraper as well to just be able to get that off, and they came out absolutely beautiful. So I want to thank you guys for joining me today. I hope that you're excited that we are back posting videos here. It's going to be once per week. I'm still deciding if it's going to be Sunday or Friday, but I definitely will keep you posted in the community tab. So again, thank you so much. I hope that you have a blessed day today and enjoy your week ahead. See you back here next week.